I'm Dr. Mudassar Shahzad from University of Education, and our today's topic is sedimentary rocks. And the set topic is from the branch of paleontology. Dear students, sedimentary rocks are basically formed due to the chemical or mechanical weathering. Mechanical weathering due to the wind or other factors, and chemical weathering means due to the acid rains. About 5% of the Earth's volume is comprises of sedimentary rocks, and these are present in outer 10 miles of the Earth. There are also evidence of past environment. They provide the sedimentary transports, and they also contain different type of fossils. Dear students, the sedimentary rocks are very important in economical consideration due to the presence of coal, petroleum, natural gas, iron, aluminium, and manganese, etc. in these sedimentary rocks. As you already know about the petroleum and natural gas, these are the hydrocarbons and are formed after the fossilized formation of plants and animals under temperature and pressure. Now there is a question how the sediments are turned into rocks. Sediments need to many changes to deposit into the form of sedimentary rocks. There may be diagenesis. These are chemical, physical, and biological changes took place in the sediments that occurs in the upper surface of Earth crust. These chemical changes may be one mineral convert into another mineral, and the physical changes may be the change of their shape. In diagenesis, there are two different processes. Number one, recrystallization, in which the sum of less stable minerals are converted into a more stable minerals. Number two, lithification. Lithification means transformation of sediments into solid rocks by the process of compaction or cementation. Natural cements like as calcite, silica, and iron oxide. Diagenesis is the main process in which lithification took place and convert the different sediments into their sedimentary rocks. Dear students, now we are going towards the types of sedimentary rocks. Sediments that are originate from mechanical or chemical weathering. On the basis of source of material, there are two basic types of rocks. Number one, detrital rocks that are transported sediments as solid particles. नंबर दो, chemical rocks. केमिकल रॉक्स जो होती हैं बेसिकली बेटा मुख्तलिफ टाइप के जो सोल्यूशंस होते हैं, जिस तरह के मुख्तलिफ टाइप के मिनरल्स हैं, जब वो पानी के अंदर सोल्यूशन फॉर्म में तब्दील होते हैं तो वो जो सोल्यूशन फॉर्म होती है वो अपने आप को सेडिमेंट्री रॉक्स में कन्वर्ट करती है, उसको नाम देते हैं हम केमिकल रॉक्स. नाउ वी आर गोइंग टुवर्ड्स द detrital sedimentary rocks. The chief constituent of these rocks are clay minerals, quartz, feldspars, micas, and the particle size of these detrital rocks may vary. Quartz are basically the second most abundant mineral that is found in Earth crust after than the feldspar. Dear students, here you can see the particle size for detrital rocks. In these size ranges, you can see the particles that having more than 256 millimeter size are called as boulder, and the particles with size of 64 to 256 millimeter are called as cobbles, and the particles that ranging in between 4 to 64 are called as pebble, and the particles ranging from 2 to 4 millimeter are called as granules. All of these particles that are above than 256 millimeter to 2 millimeter are commonly called as gravel, and these detrital rocks are also called as conglomerate or breccia. On the other hand, the particles ranging in between 2 to 1 over 16 millimeter are called as sand, and the detrital rock is called as sandstone, and the particles from 1 over 16 to 1 over 256 are called as silt, and the common name is mud. These are called as shale or mudstone or silt stones. Dear students, now we are going towards the common detrital sedimentary rocks, in which number one is shale. Shale are basically mud-sized particles that are present in thin layers and commonly known as lamina. These are the most common sedimentary rocks. Number two are sandstones. Sandstones, the particle size of sandstone is about the size of a sand, and there are many different varieties in our environment. Quartz, that is already discussed in above slides, is also a predominant mineral in sandstones. Here you can see a shale in which the plant remains were present in past. The other type of detrital sedimentary rocks is conglomerate and breccia. कॉन्ग्लोमेरेट और ब्रेसिया जो है बेटा, दोनों के जो पार्टिकल का साइज है वो आमतौर पर 2 मिलीमीटर से जायद होता है, जबकि कॉन्ग्लोमेरेट जो है ये आमतौर पर राउंडेड फॉर्म में होते हैं और ब्रेसिया जो है ये आमतौर पर एंगुलर होते हैं, जिस तरह का आप नीचे दी गई डायग्राम्स के अंदर दोनों को देख सकते हैं. Now we are going towards the chemical sedimentary rocks. Chemical sedimentary rocks are basically precipitated materials of the solution. As I have already told you in its introduction, the precipitated minerals occurred by two different processes. Number one, inorganic process that are involved without the involvement of animal, and the example of these is crystalline limestone. Number two is organic process that are occurred after the involvement of animals, and the origin of these organic processes is biochemical origin. Here you can see the common chemical sedimentary rock that is known as limestone. The most abundant limestone is basically a most abundant chemical rock. The basic component of limestone is calcite. In marine environment, different biochemical limestones are present in the form of coral reefs, conchina that are called as broken shells, and chalk. Here you can see the diagram of coquina. Coquina basically composed of mineral calcite that includes some amount of phosphate in the form of seashell or corals. Here you can see the different huge chalk formation. Chalk is basically a soft and porous sedimentary rock that is a form of limestone. The second chemical common chemical sedimentary rock is coal. Coal is basically different form of rock that is composed of organic material. The different stages of coal formation are plant material that converts into peat, peat converts into lignite, and lignite converts into bituminous. Coal that is better to call biochemical rather than chemical sedimentary rock. Here you can see the different stages of coal formation, in which first of all you can see the swampy environment in which the swamp contains different plants. After the death of these plants, these are buried into environment and convert into first form of coal that is called as peat. Peat that is converted into lignite after the pressure and temperature, and the lignite that is converted into the third and last form that is called as bituminous after the more compaction due to temperature and high pressure. Here you can see the classification of sedimentary rocks. There are two major textures of these sedimentary rocks. Number one is clastic, number two is non-clastic. Clastic texture basically discrete the fragments and particles. All the detrital rocks contains the clastic texture, whereas the non-clastic texture that is the pattern of interlocking crystals and may resemble to an igneous rock. Here are the different detrital sedimentary rocks, in which you can see the five different detrital sedimentary rocks. Number one, conglomerate. Number two, breccia. Number three, sandstone. Number four, siltstone. Number five is shale. You can see the sedimentary name and their clastic texture with their particle size. On the other hand, when we talk about the chemical sedimentary rocks, there are crystalline limestone and traver travertine. And the next one is coquina, next fossiliferous limestone, and the next one is chalk. All of these are composed due to the formation of calcium carbonate and calcite. And the next one is chilt or flint that are composed due to the formation of silicon dioxide and quartz. Next one is rock gypsum, next rock salt, and the last one is bituminous rocks. You can see their composition and texture. Sedimentary environment is basically a geographic setting where the sediments are accumulated. They determine the grain size, grain shape, etc., and the sediments accumulation. There are two different types of sedimentary environment. Number one, continental, that is dominated by stream erosion and deposition, and also due to the formation of glaciers. Number two is marine sedimentary environment, that may be shallow and its depth may be in between to 200 meters, and the deep marine sedimentary environments may be in the seaworld of continental shelves. Sometimes at the same place, different sediments may accumulate into an adjacent form. Each unit that is called as a facies possess totally different characters when compared towards its other partner. Merging of these adjacent facies is a gradual transition.